Hello and welcome back to another commentary on the Football Commentary YouTube channel. We're back on the main channel for another commentary after a little break due to a guideline strike that YouTube is just stupid for giving, but I couldn't help it. And yeah, we're back for the Old Firm derby on the main channel. I'm very excited. I know the lineups are wrong. I'm changing them now. I'm just getting that changed right now, so don't worry about that. They are getting changed. And yeah, I'm hoping for a good game of Scottish football. I'm hoping for. But yeah, I am just changing the lineups now. I've just been out football, so yeah, I'm just a bit late to sorting this out. But I'm excited. If you're in the chat, let me know. I want to hear any score predictions you've got. And yeah, let's hope for a good game. I'm excited to be back on this main channel. If you're in the chat, let me know. I want to see you saying something. Hopefully that's changed. Yeah, I think it has. Let me just do the Celtic one now. And yeah, we'll get underway. 12 minutes till kickoff. There's Ismail Soro for Celtic, scoring a worldie in midweek. Alright, let me just get the Celtic lineup done, and then yeah. They're playing a strange formation, Celtic. Although for Celtic, this is what it's lined up as on Google. So I don't think if it could easily be changed the way they play in terms of their formation. So don't get on me too quickly for it. Rock salt. There we go. Yep. Be an interesting game. This good spectacle, especially for neutrals. I think this was going to be a cracking game. So if you are in the chat, I will read it in a second. If you're in. Yeah, sorry about this. Just got to get this done. So I'm on the number 11. Here is instead number 9. Griffiths. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Done. Done. Yeah, as you can see, the lineups are coming up on the screen. Well, they are there, but they're not the right ones. But the right ones will be up in a second. Let's just get the Celtic one saved. Replace. Done. There we go. Fantastic. Hopefully, hopefully we'll have a good game today. I want to get it out on the Instagram as well, the live stream, in a second. Sort the subs out as well. Helander goes on the bench. And then bench is now Johnston. There is Incham. There you go. There you go. And who else is missing? Bitten comes out. for. How does it come up on there? Just put El Hamed. El Hamed on the bench as well. There we go. All complete. Nicely done. Right, I'll get the stream out now as well on the Instagram. Let the people know, and then yeah, we'll get going. We will get going for this Old Firm derby. The 422nd, if my research is right, or anyway, let's just say Wikipedia. It said 421 meetings, and I was like, that sounds a bit wrong. But then I was thinking, to be fair, you know, they play each other so many times in the season in Scottish football. I'm not surprised. It was one of them. So I was like, that sounds right. I'm just getting on the Instagram quick. Got to let the people know. It is an early one, but I'd definitely be expecting all Rangers and Celtic fans to be wide awake early today for this game, and I don't blame them. It is an exciting fixture. And then done. We are just 7 minutes away from kickoff now. It's getting quite exciting, isn't it? I'm excited anyway. Fulham and Burnley games off because of COVID in the Fulham squad. That's unfortunate to hear. Another game postponed again. Thankfully, though, this game is not going to be postponed, which is great to see. You know, it's one of the most exciting games in the football calendar for me. Every time I watch this game, it is always exciting, no matter what happens. Got to get the glasses on as well. But yeah, Gerrard, if he wins this, I'm telling you, I'm going to stick by this. If Rangers win this game, they win the league. I know you fans might already be saying that, but you know, with Celtic's history of winning leagues, you can never rule them out. But if they lose this game, I'm going to rule them out and say that Rangers are going to go on and win it. Could that be a statement that is wrong? Definitely. But the way Rangers are playing in Scotland and in Europe, it seems very difficult for Celtic to make up the lost ground they've got on them in terms of the points. You know, big points gap at the minute, 16 points, could be changed to 19 today. Yes, I know Celtic have games in hand on Rangers, but still, the gap would still be, there's three games in hand. You know, the win, that's 9 points. If Rangers win today, that'll be that can only go to 10 points gap, and that's still a huge gap. So yeah, I can't really see anything changing there. No, I'm excited to see the players of the likes of Turnbull. Excited to see those kind of players because I've heard good things about them, and yeah, I want to see him play well today. And like I said, I've heard good things about him. Yeah, we're 4 minutes away from kick-off now. I'm hoping we get a decent game just to start the new year. 12:30 kick-off. Usually would be about a 50,000 capacity packed out stadium at the Ibrox today, as it does mark the 50th anniversary. Not the 50th anniversary. Is it the 50th anniversary? Let me check. Don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, the 50th anniversary of the Ibrox disaster, where 67 people did unfortunately lose their lives that day. So it's an important fixture for Rangers in terms of, you know, bringing home the 3 points to mark, you know, a day of sadness and bring some light with a win against Celtic. But Celtic aren't going to let that disrupt their wanting of the 3 points as well. You know, they'll definitely be coming out fighting and wanting to win, which right now I think they have to. It looks like they're going to go with the 4-1-2-1-2 Celtic, with the two forwards of Griffiths and Edouard, with Turnbull just sitting in behind, and then Christian McGregor to the left and right, and then Ismail Sorrow in the holding midfield role. Near Bitton gets the shout ahead of Duffy today, as Julian did not recover from an injury he picked up in Celtic's last game against Dundee United, where Sorrow, Turnbull and Edouard were the goal scorers that day. Roof and Morelos were the goal scorers for Rangers on the same day as well, when they played St Mirren away. But they're back at home, and they're looking to beat Celtic in the famous Old Firm. Players not out as of yet, as here comes the referee, Bobby Madden, with David McGeechee and Daniel McFarlane. So here is the captain for Celtic. McGregor, there he is, with some flowers, obviously commemorating the day of the Ibrox disaster. There was a nice banner outside of Celtic Park last night, remembering the lives that were lost that day. I thought it was a nice touch from Celtic. Here comes Tavernier as well, and the Rangers team, some more flowers as well, but in the colours of blue and white for Rangers. McGregor, Barisic follows behind. Day of remembrance and a day of fight and battle on the pitch of Ibrox. Be interesting to see if they can take the 3 points, and like I said, I think it will be a massive step for them within the league to get the 3 points today. Tavernier lays flowers by the centre circle, as both sets of players will stand on the halfway and around the centre circle. It's number 42, Callum McGregor, the captain. Been at the club since 2001 through the academy. Captains his side today, as Scott Brown is on the bench. Discussion between the referee and the two captains, as a minute's silence will be underway any minute now. Rangers more spread out across the centre circle. Celtic huddled together, arms around one another. The referee blows the whistle for the minute silence of the 50th anniversary of the Ibrox disaster, where 67 people, unfortunately, sadly, lost their lives on that day. There we go, minute silence done. silence to remember the lost. They'll never be forgotten. Ibrox disaster 50th year anniversary, and the game is about to get underway. Always remembered, never forgotten. As Morelos is ready, takes off the jacket, hoping to break his Celtic curse. 13 appearances against Celtic, 0 goals, alongside 2 red cards. He is desperate to collect a goal against Celtic today. Let me move the webcam over a little bit. He'll be wanting to get the goal. Will it come? We'll have to find out. So I'm trying to think of the right angle here. Yeah, kickoff is about to get underway here, with Celtic to kick off with. I can't see who that is. As the players do take the knee, referee doesn't, which I find strange. But all the players do, which is great to see. All staff as well. I think it's Lee Griffiths to kick off for Celtic. Goes back to Near Bitton, who takes a bit of time on the ball, then sends it long for Celtic towards Rangers' right hand side, with Goldson heads away out for a throw-in, and the Old Firm derby is well underway. The second one of this season. The first one was 2-0 to Rangers at Celtic Park. Connor Goldson, the man who just headed the ball out for a throw-in, scored the 2 goals that day. As Laxalt throws it towards Griffiths, chests it down to Aribo. McGregor challenges, gets it to Griffiths on the left-hand side. It's all very tight and compact, works it to the left-hand side where Turnbull can try and play a pass inwards, deflected to Laxalt at left-back. Tackled by Tavernier, out for a throw-in for Celtic. A man to watch out for is definitely David Turnbull. He's looked to be a fantastic player this year for Celtic so far. Despite people calling a troubled season for Celtic, they've only lost 1 game this season, and the only loss they got in the league last year at home was against Rangers. And that 2-0 defeat. Laxalt with a throw in once again. One just taken, went back out for a throw. Intercepted by Aribo, picked up by Christie, finds Laxalt, crossed, deflected back to him, gets a second chance to put one in. Galton heads away. Ayer out to Christie. It's now Soro, pressed by Kamar Roof. Too much strength for the midfielder, and he is fouled by the midfielder as he tries to recover the lost ball, and it'll be a free kick for Rangers. It'll be Connor Goldson to take, signed from Brighton a couple of years ago now, coming up to his 3rd year at Rangers, already making 138 appearances. He sends the ball long towards the left-hand side where Kent can't win the header. It's Frimpong who goes up for it. Morelos tries to help out Rangers to keep the ball, and Celtic come away with it, and it's now McGregor going inside, easily surpassing Tavernier. He's got Edouard to his left, and he will pass it to him. He's in the box. Will look to cut in onto his right. He'll shoot his right foot, saved to the open where Edouard can save it again. What a save, McGregor. And it's out for a goal kick. I think it's offside, actually, but what a chance for Celtic. It's a great save by McGregor. I don't know if it would have counted. Too easy for Celtic to get away. It's a positive start. Edouard on the left. Went on the outside, shot with the right foot, saved by McGregor straight to the Celtic McGregor. And then, let's have a look here. Number 22, great save by McGregor. Then shot off. It was scuffed by McGregor and then went back to Edouard. I think that's when he was offside, and the goalkeeper McGregor made a great save actually, despite it being offside. But Celtic have the ball back, intercepted by Aribo as they surpass into the Celtic half with Borna Barisic, number 31. It says 33 on the lineup, and I have no idea why. I do apologise. It's 31. Sorry. You're going to have to ignore that. Thrown into Kent, holds it up against Frimpong, and the pass has gone wayward and out for a throw-in for Celtic. So I wish I could change the 33. But I can't. I'll try and change that at some point, maybe at half-time. Front gun down the line, falls to Turnbull, heads it onto Griffiths, looks back towards Turnbull, misplaced but intercepted by Sorrow, the Rangers pass, and he skips past one and a second. He's going to chase it down, but Balogun is there. He'll get there ahead of Sorrow and get it back to Alan McGregor, who kicks it long towards Kamara. He can't keep it in the Rangers position, and Frimpong will head back to the goalkeeper, Barkas. Morelos leaves one on the young full-back. Yeah, and it's actually been given as a foul by Bobby Madden, actually, in the end. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah, just scrapes the back of the Achilles and a bit of his boot as well. Bit of a naughty challenge, that, by Morelos. We'll keep up to date as well with the other Premier League... Well, I'll say the Premier League game that's on, the Tottenham Leeds, currently 0-0. Here is Nir Bitton, the Israeli international, towards Ayer. Over to Frimpong. You've got to admit, the first 4.5 minutes, it's been Celtic who's been the better team. Frimpong looks to get past Kamara and Barisic. It's great skill from the youngster. Looks for a heavy touch to get it past Balogun and will get there ahead of him. On the byline, keeps it in, gets a cross in. Galton's there. Actually, won't keep it in. It will go out for a goal kick. I thought he'd kept it in there. Frimpong. Great skill, though, by the young fullback on the right-hand side. It's a dangerous challenge, that, by Morelos. But it's a great challenge. Well, that's not a great challenge. It's a great move down the right-hand side there by Jeremy Frimpong. If you remember, he got the red card in the cup final last year when Celtic won 1-0. Morelos missed a penalty that day. Morelos will give chase to Bitton, who has the ball from a misplaced Aribo pass. It's now Barkas into Ayer. But I do know that the Barisic number is wrong. I don't know why it's 33, but I will get that changed. Ball goes long towards Balogun, who's failed to head it far enough away from danger. Shot by Celtic, and on the rebound, can they get it home? It's Turnbull. Ooh, he's given us offside. Lee Griffiths with the shot in the end, as the Balogun header went straight to Turnbull. Went inside to Lee Griffiths, just on the edge of the box, got it out of his feet, and decided to shoot. McGregor spilt it, and Turnbull was deemed offside from when the shot was taken. It was close. Would have been a tight one to call, but it won't matter anyway, as the decision's been made. And here's Tavernier. Goes down the line towards Morelos, who tries to hold it up, but Bitton is there, and it's now McGregor into Turnbull. Can't get away from Davis, and it's now Kamara, who just drifted over to the right-hand side. Distributes to Tavernier to his right. Inside the Celtic half, can they push forward? Just has to go back to Davis to keep possession. Galton. Back to Alan McGregor, who goes towards Barisic on the left, and he's been able to... No, he's not been able to keep it in, the Croatian left back. And Frimpong will take, who's had a good start to the game so far. Jeremy Frimpong, despite being fouled a bit late by Alfredo Morelos. Here is number 6, near Bitton. 9th appearance in the league, 7th start. Here's Laxalt. Turnbull, back to Laxalt. Great move on this left-hand side. Gets an early crossing. Galton heads away. So it's Turnbull. It's now Cal McGregor, number 42. He's worked a bit of room here and finds the cross as well towards Griffiths. Headed away by Barisic. Falls to Griffiths. It's on the right-hand side. Plays it to his left to Christie. Over to Laxalt. First time cross in, it's looped, and easy collection from McGregor, and that is Alan McGregor in the Rangers goal. Distributed to Tavernier, the top goal scorer in the league with 11 goals. 6 of them being penalties. 17 goals in all competitions, 14 assists as well. Started 31 of the 32 appearances he's made in all competitions this year, with the Europa League qualifications in the group stage and then the heavy fixture list in the league. He's been an ever-present captain, as he's on the ball now, gets it into Morelos, who holds it up against Bitton and lays it off to Kent, who's gone over to the right-hand side. He's got Morelos to his right as well, and he tries to get it towards him. Laxalt with a fantastic interception and heads it forward into space as he can run into the green grass ahead of him, and goes inside towards Sorrow, intercepted by Kamara with some nice skill with a turn to get away from his man. Heavy touch, and it's an easy way of conceding a foul, as he's gone very strong into the centre half there of Bitton. He's going to feel that one, that's for sure. Is the referee going to give a foul? I mean, a yellow card for that? It's a heavy touch, and he goes sliding in. It's a heavy challenge, and like I said, it's an easy way to give a foul away because he's just gone sliding in. There, Glenn Kamara. No studs were showing, to be fair, and he was just a slide tackle. I don't think it'll be a yellow card for the Finnish midfielder, but that was one way of giving a foul away and nearly picking up a yellow card. Thankfully for him, he didn't. Bobby Madden saw it as just a free kick, as this free kick's been taken. It's now Frimpong on the right-hand side. Goes into Ryan Christie, number 17. Looks to go inside, finds Edouard. First time touch and pass to Frimpong, who's found some room, and his cross was poor to say the least. No real direction on that. I think there was Turnbull, who's just on the edge of near towards the edge of the box, who could have been an option there, but decided to try and get a cross in instead, and Alan McGregor can throw it out to Barisic, back to Balogun, who's just inside the 18-yard box of Rangers. Back to McGregor. Going to kick it long towards... Well, I'm not sure who that was towards. It kind of got stuck in the middle of Kent and Tavernier, but not close enough to either of them to keep it in. And here's Laxalt, who's been given it back by McGregor from the throw-in. Goes around the corner towards Edouard. Too much on it, and an easy interception for Balogun, who's ahead of Halander. And he gives it to Morelos, who's dropped deep again for the ball. Aribo to Kent, to Tavernier on the halfway line. Back inside towards Kent again. Moves it on to Stephen Davis. He's being pressed by David Turnbull. Looks towards Aribo. Pass isn't good enough, and it's now Turnbull to McGregor. Finds Griffiths. It's now Christie who tries to spin Glenn Kamara. Too much strength for the Ranger midfielder to allow the Celtic man any time on the ball, and he wins a free kick as well. Kamara, as Christie tried to recover from losing the ball. For the first 10 minutes, it has been Celtic on top. This ball's been moved back over to the Celtic goalkeeper. Rangers must have lost it during the free kick, so I just thought in the scoreboard out, I saw it was Celtic Rangers, and it's Rangers Celtic. It's Ayer on the ball for Celtic, making his 13th appearance. It's made 12 already against Rangers, and he's won half of them. He's won 6. No goals yet for the centre half. He is 6'5", so he will 6'6", sorry, so he will cause a threat, definitely aerially, as he sends the ball around the corner looking for a chasing Lee Griffiths, who puts Balogun under pressure. He just work it to Barisic, who kicks it up and clears away for Rangers. Kamaru can't keep it for Rangers, and Ayer has it back and moves it over to Bitton for Celtic as they look to move down the left-hand side with Laxalt. He's got 1 goal against Hibs this season in a 2-2 draw, as Celtic did make a late comeback this game. No attempts yet though for Rangers. 3-4 Celtic as Frimpong moves down the right-hand side, moves away from Kamara and goes inside to Ryan Christie, who's in the box, worked outside the box now with pressure from Davis. Goes over to Callum McGregor. Now Laxalt. Can he get a crossing ahead of Tavernier? Blocked by Tavernier. Can he avoid the corner? He can. He will clear, and he will be Kent to get there and moves it away from Callum McGregor, but Laxalt intercepts his pass and gives it back to McGregor. Has to outstrengthen Kent, and he does do so by giving it to Bitton. Good play from the midfielder, as, like I said, Celtic's very much on top. And here is the former Manchester City Academy graduate. Well, I say graduate, didn't quite make it in the City team, but graduated into the first team of Celtic a couple of years ago. He gets it to Turnbull. It's a deep cross to Lee Griffiths, who tries to chest it down and control, and he does so beautifully. Works it to the edge of the box to McGregor, the captain, who decides to shoot himself, and it's just wide of the post. You know, from this first 12 minutes, you'd think it's Celtic top of the league by 16 points. It's been a great start, and he's just snaked that wide of the post. Really not far away at all by Callum McGregor. Nearly beat the McGregor in the Rangers goal, and Rangers need to sort it out in this first quarter of an hour. They've not had a shot yet or anything. As the goal kick's been told to be taken again by Bobby Madden. Hasn't refed a Old Firm since the derby back on the 1st of September 2019, as that was a 2-0 win for Celtic at Ibrox. Will we get a repeat of that? As they picked up the ball with Edouard, looks to go into his strike partner Griffiths, picked up by Balogun, gets it to Aribo, challenged by McGregor, and it's going to be a foul and a free kick there for Rangers. Just going to get telling off there, McGregor. Aribo's on the ground. Just a late challenge there, as the ball was not won by the captain of Celtic. as it is Davis to let it go for Goldson to take this free kick. The man who scored the brace in the last fixture between these two sides. Gets it out to Barisic. Blocked off by Christie. It's going to be a throw-in for Rangers. Barisic looks to take quickly. Throws it to Kamara. Laid back off to the fullback. Looks towards Morelos. It does get towards the Colombian. Can he work it away from Ayer? No, he can't. Good tackle by the centre-half. It's now Bitton. Can he work it over to Laxalt on the left-hand side? He's got space to run into. And he will do so very nicely and does find Laxalt. Enters the Rangers half. He's got options inside. He's going to try and go around the outside of Tavernier with a heavy touch. Will never beat the full-back. And throwing for Rangers as Laxalt could not keep it in. The Uruguayan on loan from AC Milan, who failed to score in 35 appearances for the Milan side, the team in red and black. As he wins the header from the throw-in, and McGregor also helps it on, but it's cleared by Rangers as he was left in the air to be cleared, and it will fall to Bitton, who's going to let it run out for a throw-in. No, he's going to keep it in and get it to Barkas, the goalkeeper for Celtic. He's played 11 games so far in the league, 6 clean sheets. Unlike Connor Hazard, who's played 3 league games and kept 3 clean sheets as well. Good record for the 22-year-old Northern Irish goalkeeper, who has made an appearance for the first team, Connor Hazard, in the Northern Irish team. He played against Costa Rica for his national side as a long ball from Celtic's gone wayward and out for a goal kick. Well, Neil Lennon, come up to 50 this year in June, will be the happier manager of the two sides so far, that's for sure. Played for Celtic for 6 years, Lennon. 130 appearances, 1 goal and 2 red cards. Neil Lennon as Tavernier takes a throw-in straight to Laxalt, who picks up the ball too easily. David Turnbull has it. Looks to get away from Davis. He pokes it away to Ryan Christie and he gets it to McGregor on this left-hand side. And it's Celtic again with possession. Looks to be curled around the corner to Turnbull. Takes it down beautifully. Finds Laxalt. First time ball into Edouard. On the edge of the box. Can't work it away from Balogun, but he does keep it within his possession. Good tackle again by Kamara. And Kent now has it on the left. Morelos is making a run off him. Will he use him? He's going to go inside Ryan Kent. It's a great run using his pace. He's got Kamaru from Morelos with him. He's going to use Aribo as the support man. He's got Tavernier on an overlap. Decides to try and go inside to Kent again and loses the ball. And Sorrow for Celtic can bring it away. Has to avoid the challenge of Aribo and does so nicely. And finds Ryan Christie. Away from any Rangers players. He's got Griffiths making a run inside if he wants to use him. Uses that as a decoy and releases Frimpong. He's got room to get a cross in. It's not the greatest of crosses, and Davis can take a touch and give it to Barisic, who then goes to Kent, who's closed down by McGregor. But he gets it to Kamara, and it's a great challenge from McGregor to win the ball back for Celtic, and they're really on it today. They're 9 times in a row Scottish Premiership champions. Frimpong goes inside, takes it away from Barisic and Kent nicely, works it to McGregor on the right. Can he shape a cross? Lays it just behind him to Ryan Christie. Then to Frimpong, back to goal. Gives it back to Ryan Christie just on the edge of the box. Over to McGregor, just settled possession here by Celtic, not rushing it too much. Bit into Laxalt on the edge of the box, looks to find a cross, bounces in front of Balogun. It's a scuffed clearance to say the least, and it's out for a corner. For Celtic, it's a great start, first 17 minutes. Still no shots yet. Full Rangers at the other end. You'd think Celtic with a home side with a full home support behind them the way they're playing. The last 5 fixtures, every single winning side has won by scoring 2 goals. 2-0, 2-1. Well, 1-0, that's 4 out of 5, sorry. This ball's been put in towards the near post. Flipped on by Stephen Davis. Wrong end, and that should be a corner. Yeah, the Rangers players were asking for it. I mean, the Rangers players were asking for a goal kick, but that definitely skimmed off the head of Davis and straight towards the back post where, thankfully for Barisic, he could just let that go, and Edouard wouldn't get there. They said it's a messy pitch. This Ibrox pitch, it's that 6-yard box is very, very muddy. But yeah, 4 out of the last 5 fixtures have ended with the winning team scoring 2 goals. Near post again. Davis heads it away this time to Kamara. Works it to Kent. Back to Kamara, who hoofs it clear towards Morelos, who can't win the header on McGregor, and his header's gone straight to Davis. The 35-year-old tries to work it away. And he does to Kamaru. Great ball out wide to Ken. Number 14, signed from Liverpool. Gets away from Frimpong nicely. He's got room to run into. Can they register their first shot, Rangers? It's crossed in towards the back post where Aribo brings it down nicely. Can he get a shot away on the left foot? He tries to. It's blocked. It's to the edge of the box where it's Kamara, number 18. It's actually 36. Stephen Davis, his birthday was yesterday. Coming towards the end of his career now, surely. The Northern Irish veteran. As he worked it over to Tavernier now, kind of stopped the fluidity of the attack here. Morelos back to Tavernier, over to Aribo, who's the furthest out wide for Rangers. As he goes inside, that's now Tavernier, and he will use him. Can he maybe work across? Not many options in the box for him. Just get it to Kamaru from the edge of the box, works away from McGregor, and it's now Kamaris, more central on the pitch. But the deepest midfielder finds nice little room for Kent to pick a pass now to Aribo. Left-footed crossing towards Morelos. The shot's blocked and away. And Aye will take over. He's still looking for that first goal against Celtic. Morelos had that penalty saved in the cup final last year, where people thought that was going to be the curse broken, but still not yet, as Balogun heads it forward towards Kamaru, who's challenged and fouled by Soto. And it's going to be a free kick for Rangers as they regain possession from the clearance from Celtic. And this is a bit better from Rangers. The first time they've really got into a dangerous area in the Celtic box. Shot never really going to be going in from Morelos, but needed to be blocked anyway. Tottenham versus Leeds, still 0-0 as it stands. Cross put in by Barisic. It's towards Goldson, headed towards the back post where Roof is challenged by a Celtic man. Nothing, says the referee. It's a goal kick. I think Kamaru, there was not much in that for a foul. So Goldson got up the highest, and then just a bit of a barge by Lee Griffiths. Nothing much doing there. We do continue with Soto. Plays it into the gap where it's Christie. Has room to get it to Frimpong at right back. He's got men to aim for in the box, something Rangers didn't have. He goes inside to Turnbull. He takes a touch, goes around the outside, gets a crossing deflected off the backside of Barisic, and Aribo can't clear. It's now Christie. Edge of the box to Griffiths. We know he has a strike on him, and he will go for it off the post. How close can you get, Lee Griffiths? I think it's a save by McGregor in the end. Tipped onto the post. And it's nearly one goal to the good for Celtic. Griffiths, not much room, but was able to swing it towards the top corner. That's going in. What a save by McGregor onto the post. Despite being 38 years old, McGregor has still got it. What a save. It'd be Turnbull to take. Crossed in. Headed away by Morelos to the edge of the box where Kent can't help it on. It's Frimpong who keeps it alive towards Edouard, who's knocked over Barisic. It's still in the air. Griffiths goes for it now. Cleared by Rangers. Not convincingly forced to McGregor, who goes for the volley. He thinks we're playing rugby. Way too high and over the bar. But what a save. First real moment of the match there in the 20th minute. What a fingertip save that is by McGregor onto the post. Elegance from the goalkeeper. Fantastic goalkeeping. Both teams starting to gel more into the game. Celtic's been in the game right from the start. Rangers took about 15 minutes to get their first chance. And they're going to try and create another one. Aribo, tripped by Soto. It's going to be a foul. It's got to be a yellow card now for Soto. Surely he's committed about 4 or 5 fouls already. Bobby Madden lets another one go. And they play it quickly over to Barisic on the left-hand side. He joins the attack. He's got Kent on the ball. He's going to go inside to Kamaru Roof. Poor pass, easily intercepted by Ayer. And it's going to be Turnbull to try and feed away Odsonne Edouard. It's a header away by Galton to Balogun, and he can force it to the goalkeeper McGregor. Good defended in the end by Rangers and cleared to the left-hand side, which is flicked on by Barisic. Kamaru Roof's going to take chase. It is going to be Ayer to get onto it. And Kamaru Roof is top goal scorer in the league if you exclude penalties, as he puts a right challenge in on Ayer there, and I think the refs deemed it as a foul and a free kick. And Ayer will take the free kick. If you are a Rangers fan, there is a Football Manager save on my channel currently. I would highly recommend watching it. It's a great series. It's getting really interesting. We're going deep into the Europa League, and I'm a few episodes ahead of recording, and I'm telling you, you want to watch the next few. The next two coming up are actually the next three are must-watch episodes. So make sure you're keeping out on the channel to see when they're uploaded, because they are fantastic episodes. And I'm not even just saying that to try and promote my series. You don't want to miss them. But here's Frimpong to Turnbull. Edge of the box is Christie. Tackled by Kamara, but forced to McGregor. Then Christie fancies his chances and can't quite emulate the attempt of Lee Griffiths, where he nearly put Celtic ahead, and that goes way over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick for Rangers once again. Nearly the same lineup for Rangers as it was in the first Old Firm of this season. Instead of Roof, it was Brandon Barker. Arfield played, but he's injured, so Aribo plays instead of him. Also, Helander did play ahead of Balogun in the last derby, but not today, as Morelos is fouled again by Soro. He's committing a few fouls, Ismail Soro. He needs to be careful. He needs to be very careful, the Ivorian. I'm surprised he's not been booked yet. I think Bobby Madden has just said any more and you're going to be put in the book, which is fair enough because he's committed a few fouls today. Yeah, and for Celtic, it was a completely different formation. They played three at the back. Welsh played, Duffy played, Scott Brown played, and Cham played, Kamala played, Elyounoussi played. All of them not playing today. Some aren't even on the bench. Only Elyounoussi is on the bench, and Cham, and Duffy, and Brown. So four of them are on the bench. The other three are not involved. As I think Morelos has given a foul away on Laxalt there. Can Rangers stop the 10 in a row? It's looking likely as Laxalt feeds the ball towards Griffiths, helps it on towards Edouard, but Goldson can clear long towards Morelos, can't win it on Bitton, and he heads it forward towards Turnbull, headed away by Davis, out for a throw-in. Nope. The last couple seasons, Neil Lennon's won the title last year, Brendan Rodgers the 2 seasons before that, Ronnie Dealer in the 15-16 season winning the league with 86 points. Compare that to Rangers' 81 points as they finished first in the Scottish Championship as they made their way back through the divisions. It's amazing what time can do. As Roof has won a foul there, I think. Oh no, was it? No, it's Morelos and Laxalt, I think, just giving him one back for the foul he made on him. 2 South Americans clashing in the Scottish game. To be fair, I thought he won the ball there, Laxalt. Got a good chunk of the ball. I'm not sure if that was a foul. I personally wouldn't have given that. But can Morelos do it? Can he score? This is 14th attempt today. Still no goals in the fixture. He's looking for his 48th goal. He made his 100th Scottish League appearance against St Mirren in the week, capping it off with a goal. It's his first goal in 13 games for Morelos. That one against St Mirren. As McGregor clears long towards Kamaru over his head, and Laxalt helps it on. Forward, it's Aribo who heads it on towards Kamara, but it's going to fall to Ryan Christie. Poor touch. Lands it to Kent. Poor ball from Kent as well, but Aribo helps him out and wins the ball back. Roof to Tavernier, who charged forward for Rangers. The captain tries to cut inside, good tackle by Laxalt, and it's going to be a throw-in for Rangers. It's Aribo. Tavernier. Aribo again on the right-hand side. Just plays it behind him to Connor Goldson. Balogun, Davis, Kamara, round the corner to Morelos. First time ball towards Aribo. Heavy touch and it falls to Ryan Christie, and he sets away Lee Griffiths. He's had the closest chance to a goal so far, and his strength isn't enough for Balogun. It's out for a Rangers throw. He's able to see it out. There's a central defender. Good defending from Balogun. Signed from Wigan this year. 9th first team club he signed for Rangers, Balogun. Played long by Rangers up towards Morelos. Header won by Bitton. Headed back on towards Bitton by Goldson. Finds Laxalt. It's now Odsonne-Edouard moving it to the right hand side. Good ball to Ryan Christie. It's now Frimpong. Has to just turn back and play it to Ryan Christie. Inside to Soro. To the left to Bitton. He's got Laxalt in space. Will he decide to use him? No, he'll go back over to the right hand side. To Christopher Ayer. And near Bitton. Turnbull, I think, has been fantastic again today. The central attacking midfielder. Signed from Motherwell in the summer. I just think he's been fantastic so far. McGregor. Frimpong. So Rebo in the midfield gets it away from Edouard, and Stephen Davis can bring it away. Good dribbling and lays it out to Kamara. He signed in the summer. David Turnbull. Looks like a great signing. So it is McGregor out towards Kamara. Can't win the header on Ayer, and he heads it forward towards Griffiths. Can he bring it down? The striker, he can, but he can't find a man in green and white. It's Kamara on it in his own half. Pressure by Christie, and in the referee seen that as too much pressure, and the foul's been given against Ryan Christie. Signed from Inverness in 2015. Frank Christie wasn't involved in the first Old Firm derby this year, stuck in quarantine. That's the same for Near Bitton as well, who's playing centre half as well. He missed the first Old Firm due to having COVID-19. The ball is with Barisic now inside the Celtic half. Is Kamara, who flicks it on towards Morelos. Big clearance by Ayer as he cuts it out, and Goldson forces it back to his keeper. The ball's bouncing. He gets a left-footed clearance away to his left back. Barisic, good goalkeeping there by McGregor. Heavy touch by Barisic out for a Celtic throw, and he wanted the free kick as he thought David Turnbull fouled him, but he definitely didn't. That 6-yard box, the Rangers, is so Sunday League. Proper muddy. Is McGregor back to Bitton. To Barkas now. He's not had much to do in the Celtic goal, which I think he'll be delighted about. Made his first appearance against Rangers in the first derby this year. Barkas. As the ball's been worked towards Lee Griffiths, but he is flagged as offside. And Goldson will take the free kick. Kamara tries to go to Barisic, who just gets there ahead of Ryan Christie. And turns and tries to go forward. Over the top ball, not really aimed towards anyone in a blue shirt. And it's Ayer to take over, and it works out to Frimpong, who will bring it forward, the energetic fullback. Looks like a really promising young prospect for Celtic as he plays it off to Christie. Now over to Ayer. Ismail Soro. First Old Firm appearance. Was on the bench for the first one, Soro, but not featured until now. And he's on the ball as a Goldson header away led to the ball becoming back to his feet. Christopher Ayer zips it inside towards Edouard, tries to go out wide right first time, but it's intercepted by Kamara Roof. It's now Barisic back to the goalkeeper, Alan McGregor. Clears it first time to that left-hand side towards Morelos. Christopher Ayer with the header, but straight to Barisic. Davis to Kamara, back to Balogun, number 26. Touched by Alan McGregor. Cleared long again, not towards a Rangers player, and Bitton can force it out wide left to Laxalt, just about keeps it in, but the pass has gone straight to Tavernier. And again, another dinked ball over the top, looking for Kamara Roof this time. He does head it on. Again, not to a player in the colour of his shirt. And it's Celtic now again with the ball with Soro. Jeremy Frimpong. Not quite scoring the same amount of goals as the Rangers right back. Frimpong. He has scored though this season against Hamilton. Picking up 2 assists alongside that. But I mean, Tavernier's The record this year in all competitions, 17 goals, 14 assists, is quite incredible. But obviously with the English right-backs they've got already, I don't think he'll be getting anywhere near an England call-up anytime soon. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kyle Walker, Tariq Lamptey, even one of them as well, you could put into that shout. It's from Pong. Gets it in towards Ryan Christie, and he's been fouled from behind, and the referee deems that a foul. Dangerous area here for a free kick. Just went through the back of him there, Davis. Not really too much of a dangerous free kick, that, or a foul anyway, but the ref's giving it. And Griffiths looks like he wants to shape up to shoot this. It's around 28-30 yards out. It'll be a screamer if he puts this in the back of the net. He's already nearly scored a screamer when testing Alan McGregor around 15 minutes ago. Lee Griffiths decides to shoot, blocked by Aribo in the wall. Loops in the air, lacks out, fouls, and Morelos in the process of trying to win the ball. And a free kick for Rangers, taken quickly by Alfredo Morelos. And it's now Tavernier, goes inside towards Kamara Roof. Can he beat Turnbull to the ball? Yes, he can. It's going to be a foul as well, given, I think, a few pulls of the shirt there by David Turnbull. Davis takes it to Kamara, who can run into a little bit of room here. Goes to his left to Barisic. Looks to get crossings, deflected nice into the path of Kamara. Good defending by Frimpong to keep it away from him. And he does clear. All as far as Balogun, who plays it forward to Davis, number 30, well, age 36 now, like I mentioned before. His number is 10. Just a few twists and turns, finds Kent. To Davis. Aribo. Back into the Rangers half we go with Balogun. Back into their 18-yard box with Alan McGregor. Right-footed clearance towards Kamara Roof. Can they win the header? No, they can't. Falls to Edouard. Tries to work his way past Galton and Aribo, and a tackle from Aribo's fell straight to Turnbull. Good tackle from behind by Kamara, and it did fall straight to Griffiths. And from pressure from Galton, he's got the shot away. He has just gone wide. Let's have a look. Big tackle from Aribo, fell to Turnbull, and then Kamara tackled from behind, and his tackle literally kicked it straight into the path of Griffiths, and with pressure from behind, he did get the shot away. He was always going wide, but he's looked energetic. Lee Griffiths today, 30 years of age now, been at the club for 6 years. Barisic, again, going long towards Morelos. I'm baffled they're still going long over the top because they've not won any headers. Rangers so far. McGregor's just fouled Davis. But Ayer, 6'6", Bitten's 6'4", Morelos is 5'10", Roof's 5'8", and Kent's 5'8". They're not winning any headers. The passing accuracy is at its low. It's at the lowest this season so far, Rangers. And I'm not surprised. The passes are going nowhere. They're expecting to hit Morelos, who's 5'10". He's not winning a header on a 6'6" Christopher Ayer. It's not happening. I'm surprised they're going as long like they are. I thought they'd be more of a team to play on the ground, but they've gone long again. Cut out by Laxalt. Thankfully for Rangers, it falls to Kamara Roof. Goes inside towards Tavernier, takes it in his path, tucks back to Kamara Roof, cross is blocked off, kept into possession by Aribo, forces it back towards Roof, intercepted by McGregor. Throw in for Rangers it is. But yeah, I'd expect a bit more better football from Rangers, the way they've been playing it. As Harry Kane has scored for Tottenham there, 1-0 against Leeds from the spot. Harry Kane bags for Tottenham Hotspur. Ball has been worked into the box, cleared away by Ryan Christie, straight out for another throw-in for Rangers. Morelos, tackled by Laxalt and cleared by Bitten. Davis keeps it into the possession of Rangers as he's forced back into his own half. Stephen Davis has it. Galton on the ball. McGregor long to Morelos, who's able to chest it to Tavernier. Now Rebo to Davis. Nice ball to Barisic out wide left. Goes inside to Ryan Kent. Just lays it off to Kamara inside to Kamara. If he's gone central, can't get past Ayer. He's had a fantastic game so far, the young centre half, despite experienced as well. And he's caught by Davis, and that will be a booking. He knows as well, Davis. But you know, Christopher Ayer has had a fantastic game. Caught the right boot there. That's a dangerous challenge that by Davis. He knew exactly what he did. And he's been at the club for 4 years now. He's only 22 years of age. He's been playing in the division for 4 years now, and 5 years, and he's been fantastic. 105th Scottish League appearance. He's played fantastic so far today. Kept Morelos quiet and the front three all together. It's Christie. Takes the free kick, just goes to the halfway line where Bitton can have the ball. Now Sorrow. Ooh, Morelos getting into him there, just avoiding the challenge though, the holding midfielder. And it's now Bitton who looks to try and get through the brick wall of blue shirts. And his pass has gone short, but Ayer with a strong tackle sends it away down the line, where Barisic will get there first and will clear down the line to Kent, who can't keep it in his possession. It's Ryan Christie who has it after the challenge from Frimpong. It's now Ishmael Sorrow. Nice little turn into Christie. First time ball towards Frimpong. Can he get the return? No, he can't. Kamara keeps it. And it's now Barisic with a strong tackle, and it's now definitely a yellow card for Sorrow. It's about time he's got a yellow card. The amount of challenges and fouls he's committed. He's left a late one there on Barisic, and he's felt the collision. He's felt the impact of that. But I think it's more of a coming together, because I think both of players have felt the impact of that. I think Sorrow stayed down as well. But we had him just checking both of them are okay. He has been booked finally, Sorrow. Surprised he didn't come earlier. Let's have a look. Ball was there to be won, and they both just collided together with, I think, just a lock of legs and knees. But Sorrow was the one who enforced the dangerous aspect of the challenge, and he gets a booking as Aribo has it. Heavy touch. Edouard tries to meet him, but it's Aribo who has it and gets it to Tavernier. Going to go for an early cross in towards Kent. Goes over both him and Frimpong, but Kent will get there first. And gives it to Kamara. Barisic has got it on the left with space. He needs to get a cross in as soon as he can. He does so, and it's deep towards Morelos. He's going to let it bounce and fall towards the edge of the pitch, where he will give it to Tavernier, back to Morelos, who's going to have to be the provider this time. Gets a deflected cross in. It's the real thing Bardcast has had to do the whole game, and just collect the cross, and he's got it, and he's distributed quickly. Great ball towards Edouard, straight onto his head. Come direct his head though towards a Celtic player, and McGregor can clear. Towards Kamara Roof, and he has won the flick on towards Morelos. Lacks out with a fantastic challenge to stop Morelos getting in one-on-one there with Barkas, and so it took them 41.5 minutes to finally get a flick on, but it nearly led to a goal. Frimpong will come away with it. He's left too much of the ball there for Barisic to have, and he will take the challenge. Barisic and clear long out for a throw. Great challenge though from Loxalt. Had to time it right because Morelos was in behind. You know, he hadn't scored in 12 games before St Mirren. 13, and got the goal, so he's going to be full of confidence. As Balogun's left a late one on Frimpong, and that'll be a foul and a free kick for Frimpong and Celtic. Tottenham are 2-0 up. Heung-min Son with the goal. Kane with the assist. They have equalled the record of Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton of the most combinations in a league season, and we're not even halfway through. So if you are someone in Fantasy League who have kept faith in Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, your patience has been rewarded. Because, you know, they filled a few blanks in as of late, and I decided to keep hold of them and keep them in, and I've been rewarded. Christie with the free kick, gets it to Lee Griffiths on the edge of the box towards the corner of the right-hand side. Lays it back off to Christie on the edge of the box, decides to shoot, and it's a wild strike. Going left and right, swerving straight into the stands. It's going to be a goal kick for Rangers. I'm delighted with that. The goal for Kane and an assist for him as well. Made him a captain, which is always nice to see when your captain does well in Fantasy League. I might show my team at half time, see what you think. Here he is, McGregor, to take the goal kick. We're near the end of the first 45. Kamaru can head it on towards Morelos. Bitton gets there first and clears. To Laxalt, who heads it on as far as Davis. His pass is intercepted with the head of McGregor. Aribo helps it on towards Morelos. Bitton gets there first. Davis helps it back on towards Kamaru. Tests down to Morelos. Bitton there again. Back towards Goldson. Can he win the header? Yes, he can. Heads it on as far as Soro, who kicks it on forward, looking for the likes of a Turnbull, but can quite get there. And then, yeah, this is the most shots they've faced so far this season in a game. Rangers, and they've all come within the first half. It only spells danger probably for Rangers. They need to sort it out if possible. Tavernier throws, gone straight back to him after Laxalt headed away. His pass has been intercepted by McGregor, and he's been tackled. McGregor, and it's gone off him last, and it'll be another Rangers throw-in. Throw it into Morelos. Back to Tavernier. Just outside the box, tries to find Ruth. Bitton, who's had a great game alongside Ayer, clears away. And Odsonne Edouard can chase against Goldson. Gets there ahead of the centre half, and then a last-ditch clearance away. Forces a corner kick, and Edouard, with the constant pressure, nearly caused Goldson to make an error there. I thought he'd had him. He got a header to get ahead of Goldson, but he just got a swing of the boot across to clear away. Turnbull to take. Been a bit quiet the last 15-20 minutes of the half, but got off to a positive start to the game, and he's crossed it in. It's dangerous, and it's headed on by Bitton. And it's going to be out for a goal kick, I think. The Israeli international rose the highest ahead of Balogun, and probably should have done a little bit better. It would have been his first goal of the year. But went wide of the post. McGregor again to take another goal kick. Towards Kamar. Roof goes over him, but does fall to Morelos. His touch has gone straight to Laxalt, and he can get onto it and feed it towards Edouard. Goldson gets there. Kamara to Aribo. Aribo's pass intercepted by Soro, and it can be brought away here by Christie. Out wide right to Frimpong. He's got Griffiths in space ahead of him to his right, and he will use him. This could be dangerous at the end of the half. 1 minute's been added on, and we've nearly played it. It's gone over to Christie. Tackled by Davis, falls to Laxalt. Finds Edouard in space in the box, turns onto his right foot, tries to get onto his left. Good tackle by Goldson, and cleared away, and that will be the end of the half on this Old Firm derby, the first one of 2021, and it is currently goalless. Celtic have definitely been the best side so far in the half. Rangers did find their way into the game ever so slightly, got around the 15th, 20th minute where they actually started to cause some kind of danger, but Celtic have had the real chances so far. The major ones, Lee Griffith strike right on the edge of the box, was able to curl it around the defenders and aim it towards the top left corner, but a great fingertip save from Alan McGregor has kept it at 0-0. And I think Rangers will be happy they've gotten it at half time. At 0-0. You would think it's Celtic who are the ones at the top of the league like they usually are, but no, it is Rangers, and they need to sort themselves out. Half time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it is Tottenham 2, Leeds 0. And like I was just saying before the end of the half, if you've kept confidence with Heung-min Son and Kane in your fantasy team, you've been rewarded. A Kane goal and a Kane assist, and that assist was for Heung-min Son. So that is fantastic to see. But yeah, what are the other games in the Premier League today? I know we've got one at 3. We've got Crystal Palace, Sheffield United at 3. Can Sheffield United win their first game? Probably not, but I hope for Chris Wilder's sake they can. And then Brighton versus Wolves at 5:30. And then West Brom versus Arsenal at 8 o'clock tonight. In terms of the Scottish Premier League, Aberdeen and Hibs 3rd and 4th currently. Who play today? Ross County, St Johnstone, Hibernian, Livingston, Hamilton, Motherwell, Aberdeen, Dundee, and Kilmarnock, St Mirren, all today at 3 o'clock. it's been a decent half. I mean, Celtic have definitely been on top, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, one chance can change it. You know, it's up to the 45th minute. Well, I think it was the 41st, 42nd minute, where the first Rangers ball over the top actually worked with a flick on, and Morelos nearly got him behind. But Laxalt was there to clear up any danger. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. The second channel where I do gaming content like Minecraft and Rocket League, if you're more interested in that, or you would be interested in watching that, I do live streams on that. Make sure you check that out. That is not in the description. It is the Football Commentary second channel. I will get it in the description now. If you want to follow the Instagram, that's also in the description. Football_commentaries. But yeah, I'll get the second channel in the description now. Do content. I've not done a Rocket League stream yet, but I am planning to do that. With the Black Lives Matter and Mental Health Matters, there are links in the description for both of them. Description, you've got the NHS stress, anxiety, depression, mental health help lines in the description, and the Black Lives Matter website is linked in the description if you want to educate yourself more on the movement. But I'm just going to link the second channel now, and then yeah, thank you for all being here. I know there's bigger YouTubers you could probably watch, you know, who are live, you know, like your Mark Goldbridges, your Thogdens, and your, you know, all the others. But I'm glad you're all here. But yeah, if you are a Rangers fan, even a Celtic fan, I would highly recommend watching the Rangers Football Manager. It is getting tasty. It honestly, I've been telling my mates, I'm like, even if you don't watch my Football Manager, you've got to watch the next few episodes coming up. We've progressed really well in the Europa League, and it looks, and it just goes. Honestly, I'm not even joking. The episodes coming up, they're insane. The one that I dropped, obviously we had the ban on the channel, which again is just ridiculous from YouTube, because I tried to, basically I went live on my second channel and I just put a 4-second video out on my main channel, just basically saying, you know, I'm live, if you want to go over, check out. They saw that as like spam, and I was like, okay, and then they banned me. That's why there's quite a big gap between episode 8 and 9, but if you haven't watched episode 9, it's the first start of our European journey really taking off. So I'd really recommend watching that. And checking out the second channel. Doing Minecraft and Rocket League coming up very, very soon. 5 likes, whoever's just liked together, that's very nice. Kenzie's here. Oh, is that your other account or something? Because you're not a mod. I don't think I took your mod away. But anyway. Awful first half for Rangers it was. For Celtic, it was quite a good first half for Celtic. Need more urgency. You need to stop sending balls over the top. I mentioned it in commentary, I don't know if you were here, but your balls over the top are not working because you're 6'6" Christopher Ayer and you're 6'4" Near Bitton who's winning every single header. And even Laxalt as well, left back, and Frimpong's doing a good job as well. You need to stop doing that. You need to get a ball on the ground and get the ball moving, because that's the way you're going to get through the Celtic team, I think. Not going over the top. The over the top ball only worked once, that I remember, and yes, it nearly led to a goal, but you know, compare that to your Celtic chances, they should really be 1-0 up. They had a chance with Edouard as well, where he made a great save out of McGregor, but to be fair, he was offside, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. McGregor with a save there, you know, it has been all Celtic, and you've got to give them credit. Yes, they've struggled this season, or some have said they've struggled, especially in Europa League, finishing bottom. And you've got to remember, in the league, they've only lost 1 game. And that was to Rangers. They've won 13 and drew 4. It's just the Rangers have been in different kind of form this year. You know, they're showing the weaknesses in this Rangers defence, because, you know, 5 conceded Rangers this year. 5 this season. That is ridiculous. 17 clean sheets, 9 for McGregor, 8 for McLaughlin. Celtic are really putting on a good show today. Showing, you know what, we have struggled this season compared to Celtic, to Rangers, and yes, they could stop our 10 in a row, but we're going to show them that we can still play football, and they're doing that. It's a good game from a Celtic point of view to watch. But, you know, Rangers, with the way they're doing in Europe, you know, they could click at any minute. You know, they've got, was it Antwerp in the next round? Rangers, and, you know, if they can get through that, and then they're into the round of 16, and everything changes. So, yeah. When is that Europa League game, out of curiosity? Round 32, first leg against Antwerp. 18th of February, so still about 6 weeks to go until that game. We are actually going to look at commentaries for next week, because it is FA Cup weekend, and I haven't done an FA Cup game before, and I do want to get involved in the FA Cup games. So yeah, it depends which game suits best. Can I see? I want to see what games are televised on what. Could do Aston Villa Liverpool on the Friday night. Could do another early one on the Saturday, but I think I've got a game myself, so I don't think I can do that. Also, the Stockport County West Ham to do on the Monday. But yeah, I can say this. I'm going to say this. This is the first time I've ever mentioned this, but Stockport County, I do support Stockport County. I support a Premier League team, but Stockport County is also a team I support as well. So I wouldn't mind commentating on them. I think that'd be quite fun to do. But it depends if I just want to watch it as like a fan and relax, if you know what I mean. Oh, fucking dad, it's a tough one, this. I have no idea. Could do like Newport versus Brighton, maybe, bit of a different one. I think the safe bet, realistically, is to do Aston Villa Liverpool on the Friday at 7:45. I think that's the safest bet. It works better. Obviously, I'd like to commentate on County. I think it'd be quite cool to do it to my team, and then it's also lower league. And if there's an upset, it makes for a great commentary. But I think the safest bet is just to do Aston Villa Liverpool. So that'll probably be the next one, the next commentary, and that is going to be on the 8th of January. So make sure you. Basically, I've not decided yet, like, officially, but just keep out for. I actually think that's something of mine coming. It is. It's just funny because I know exactly what that is. I've ordered some football stuff off this website. Jesus. There. Right, yeah. It's actually something I've ordered. I'll try and get it on. I'll try and open it now before the second half. Hold on. Wait. It's mine. It's mine. Is it my... Yeah, is it my... No, I'm still going, but is this it?
No.
Oh my days. No, I'm still going though, so... Yeah. Right, but no, I'm still live, so just be careful. Oh. Just be quick, because the second half is starting. There's quite a bit of stuff in here, isn't there? Yeah. Let's get him in. Let's get him in.
In.
Oh, that's me, the mic. Right, anyway, sorry for that. Do you want to see some of the stuff I bought myself? I went on a bit of a rampage. I spent quite a bit of money just because they were all on offer. I actually saved a lot of money. I saved about £266, they said at checkout. Mum, you've left a dog in here. It's just before half time, just a quick little opening. Oh, they got the league badge. That is fantastic. I love when they got league badges on. So here's the first one. PS, that is such a nice shirt. I'm a big fan. Is that the league? What is that? Phillips, or is that just their sponsor? I don't know what it is. That is a look at that. That is a beauty of a shirt. Buzzing with that. That is very nice. That's one of them. Little half-time show. Oh yes. Oh, I love it when you find bargains and they're just cool little things to buy. This is the the Ivory Coast jacket I bought. Honestly, look at that. I think I've hit some winners here. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that little jumper, like quarter zip thing, which is my favourite. The quarter zip. Look at that. Got the little Ivory Coast at the back. That is beautiful. We're on for 2 out of 2 here of just wins. I'll try and get through all of them before the second half. If I don't get through all of them, then I will then I'll do it some at the end as well, because I know the second half's about to get underway. Celtic team is out. Here's Spain. It's a nice little classic Spain shirt. Can't go wrong. Absolutely beautiful there. I could do a midweek, Carabao Cup, but I probably won't, because, yeah, I've just realised I'm out of time. Yeah, look at that little nice shirt there. Can't go wrong with a Spain shirt. When is that from? Is that the... Could be the new... It could be this year's or the 2018 one, but I'm not sure. But again, beautiful. Got 2 more, I think. Or is that 1 more? 2 more or more? 2 more. 2 more. Then we've got this. I'm completing... I've decided to collect, not out of actual wanting to, but it's just happened. I'm going to collect all the Napoli shirts from last year. I'm currently wearing one. I bought this one with an Amazon gift card, so it'll cost me 10 of this. I got one from a mystery box, the away one. I got the home one from Amazon again, because I got a voucher, so that cost me 10 quid. And I bought this one here. This is a goalkeeper shirt. If there is a change for Rangers, it is Hadji coming on. Sorry for this little half-time opening. I hope you've enjoyed it. Here it is. It's a bit of a mad one. It's a bit of a mad one, I'm not going to lie. But it's part of the collection. I want to try and collect all the shirts, so yeah. But it's a bit of a mad one. Look at that. That is... Oh, you can see the colour properly. That's the other one. Then one more. And then one more. And then, yeah, the second half is getting underway now. Oh, I've really got to hurry up. Actually, I'll do it in a second. We're underway for the second half. Rangers have kicked off. Already over to Tavernier. To Morelos, back to Tavernier. Down the line towards Kent, who holds it up on the chest. Goes back towards Hadji. Tackled and cleared down the line by Celtic, and out for a throw-in for Celtic as it deflects off a Rangers man. And we're underway. Sorry for that little tense opening. I'm buzzing with some of them I found. It's a lot better in real life. Right, second half. Itten has come on for, I think it's Kamaroof. He replaced Kamaroof. He has. Goldson heads it forward after a Celtic clearance. Bittin will just head it back to his goalkeeper Barkas. Let's open this last one quickly, and it is the Spain goalkeeper shirt as well. Short sleeved, so I can use it as just a usual top. There it is, if you're interested. And yeah, buzzing with that. I spent about 90 quid on those 5 shirts. Save about 200 quid. As it is Turnbull trying to get past Balogun down the right hand side. Tackled nicely, and Davis can clear away down the left hand side towards Morelos. Header won by Ayer, but he does fall towards Kent, who's met by Laxalt, and he keeps it with Celtic trying to get it out to McGregor, but it's too much on it. It's going to be out for a throw-in for Rangers at the halfway line. He's tried to throw it down towards Hadji. Tackled by Laxalt. Hadji throws it out quickly to Morelos, who's been taken down, but no foul, says the referee, and it's being played towards Griffiths. Turnbull, heavy touch, Rangers have it back. Kamara to Kent, worked out wide left to Barisic. In the first 2 minutes of the game, we're already seeing a lot more of an open game. Barisic down the left, goes backwards to Kent, inside to Glenn Kamara, tackled too easily by Ismail Sono, and he can bring it away for Celtic. Out left towards Lee Griffiths it goes. One-on-one with Connor Goldson. Can he use the men in support? His pass is being blocked off by Rebo. Strong tackle by McGregor, who just kicks it out for a throw-in for Rangers towards their corner flag. Yeah, I'm buzzing with those five. I'll show them again near the end of the game. Yeah, buzzing. That PSV shirt is probably the best one for me. As it is a Celtic throw-in towards that Rangers corner flag, as it did come off, I think, a Celtic Rangers man last, as McGregor just clamped it against a Rangers player as they've worked it back towards the halfway line where it is Christopher Ayer. Over to Jeremy Frimpong, number 30 for Celtic. Back to Ayer. He's going to try and bring it forward, but decides to slate it backwards to Soto. It's now Bitton, who's played fantastically well at centre-back alongside Ayer. McGregor looks to get past Hadji. Tackled fairly, says the referee, won the ball. Hadji, and he's played it into Morelos. First time ball looking for Aribo. Tackled and fouled. The Celtic man has tried to regain the ball after the touch from Aribo wasn't quite what he wanted. 3-0 for Tottenham. It's Toby Alderweireld with the goal. As Celtic look to score like Tottenham are. 3 goals. Son with the assist. So I am raking it in the fantasy. I'm sorry, but I've had so many poor weeks. Or so many poor game weeks recently. I'm buzzing about that. Frimpong on the ball for Celtic. He's got inside of David Turnbull. Decides to go to Griffiths, who lays it off first down to Ryan Christie, who looks to go inside. Finds no one but Hadji for Celtic. This goes back to Tavernier, and he goes backwards to Galton. He goes backwards to goal for McGregor. And he clears it long towards Morelos. Bitton wins the header backwards, and it will fall to Morelos, who takes it on the chest and will burst forward, the Colombian. Starts to hold it up, lays it off to Davis. Back to Morelos on the right-hand side. He's still got options in the box. Decides to pull it back towards Hadji. He lets it go. I don't think it was intentionally, but it falls to Kamara, who's tackled by Turnbull. Referee sees nothing wrong with it, and Aribo retrieves the ball for Rangers. It's now Hadji. In a bit of room, gets it onto his left, decides to shoot. It's always curling wide of the post, but it's more positive from Rangers. Gerrard obviously sees something in Hadji that Kamaru couldn't bring to this game, and he's nearly put Rangers ahead. It's close. It was always swerving the wrong side of the post, but when I first saw Hadji, it was against Braga last year in the first round of the knockout round, and he was fantastic at the Ibrox, scored a deflected free kick and another goal, and he was great, and I'm hoping to see more of the similar stuff to what I did see of that day. But it's Frimpong on the ball. Again for Celtic, down the right-hand side, looks to try and get past Glenn Kamara, and he does so quite easily, and tries to get past Barisic as well, just seeing down the line, and he's forced backwards to Ryan Christie. Inside to Callum McGregor. Now David Turnbull, who's forced out wide right. Tries to go inside to Lee Griffiths. Blocked off by Aribo. The ball loops in the air and Balogun heads it forward. Met by Christie, who gets it to Frimpong. Works very well away from Aribo, and then Galton comes to cover nicely and clears. Frimpong nearly in behind there as they send it long to Morelos, who holds it up and then tries to go back to Kent, not in the same way. He made a run forward, and Celtic can make a run forward themselves. It's Ryan Christie, looks to go inside onto his left foot, can't lay it off to Frimpong, and it's now Kamara who can help it away to Kent. Down the line, skips past Frimpong, and he has the pace on Ayer, and he can run away Ryan Kent. Good recovery from Ayer, good pace. At first, in terms of acceleration, Kent had him completely, and once they both got going, Ayer made a fantastic recovery to win the ball back. And that's going to be Celtic's ball now with Bitton. Great defending. Ayer's been fantastic today. I'm surprised he's still at Celtic. No disrespect to Celtic. I mean, in terms of trying to not maybe tried to go to, a more of a successful European club in terms of Europe, because I know he's linked with City at some point. I remember seeing that. And he's definitely got it. He's been fantastic today. It's Glenn Kamara who wins it back against Celtic's midfield and goes inside to Morelos. Better space to maybe turn, but he decides to go first time backwards to Davis, who does keep it alive with Aribo. Now has Tavernier in support, and he will use him inside the Celtic half. He's got Hadji inside. He needs to be a bit more quicker here, Rangers. They're just being a bit too slow. But Aribo's took it past Lee Griffiths, and he runs forward. Goes towards Morelos. Too easy to intercept, but then that is as well from Lee Griffiths, and Rangers do have the ball back with Davis. Back to Goldson. It's had to Kamara around the corner towards Morelos. Not on his toes. Bitten was, though, and he wins it back for Celtic. Forced to Ayer, who will just lay it off to his keeper. No, he won't. He'll just use the ball to turn as he has lots of room and space and gets it to Frimpong out wide. Frimpong, can he take on Kamara? Way too easily, but it's good skill, though, from the young right-back. Finds Christie. Can he do a 1-2? No, he can't. Cut out by Barisic with a toe poke behind for a corner. And we've still not found the breakthrough yet in the Old Firm derby. Still Rangers 0, Celtic 0. We have played 52 minutes and 40 seconds so far. Thank you to everyone who has decided to tune into the stream. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It does help out massively. Ball's been put in. McGregor can punch away only as far as Turnbull, who heads it back towards goal. It's Hadji who hooks away. Only as far as Laxalt, who takes a touch and gets it to Edouard, who's just been a little bit too quiet today. Tries to work the ball away from Tavernier. Keeps it away from him. Nicely played. It's into McGregor, who can see space in front of him. And then the pass is poor to Griffiths. And Kamara can bring it away. Too many misplaced passes in this game in general by both teams. So Kamara just slows it down a little bit, waiting for the right support. And he gives it to Barisic to his left, tackled by Christie. And it will be a throw-in for Rangers. Borna Barisic with the 50 assists in his career in the Scottish Premiership. Could do with an extra one today if Rangers are going to find a way of getting in the lead in this game. And Morelos gives it away to Christie, who sends it long towards Edouard. Uses his strength to try and keep it away from Galton and Tavernier, and he does so very nicely. Good play from the French forward. Tries to get past Balogun. Good strong tackle, but his tackles go straight to Callum McGregor. Now Lee Griffiths on the left-hand side. Gets across and it's dangerous. It's cleared away by Connor Goldson, and it is away out for a throw-in. But I was researching before the game, like I always do for every game, and Odsonne Edouard's record for the under-21s for France is unreal. 10 appearances, 15 goals. Really looking like a bright future star, the 22-year-old striker. Can he score today? It's Frimpong. Can he be the provider? Goes down the long way around the right-hand side and then tries to cut inside. Kamara with some good defending, and Barisic can help it clear. Down the line toward Davis, who brings it down nicely. Ayer tries to tackle, keeps it in possession, and then tries the back heel towards Morelos, cut out by Celtic, out for a throw-in again. It's now Aribo out to Galton, works it to Tavernier, just inside the Rangers half, goes back to Connor Goldson. 7 goals this year for the centre-back in all competitions. Tavernier nicely skips past Callum McGregor, the captain. And Laxalt. It's a great run by Tavernier. He's going to keep going. He's going to go inside to Davis. I think it was meant for Hadji, but he falls to Davis and he gets it to Kamara. Now Barisic, I was talking about, he might need another assist to cause any kind of threat. It's been put in there. Spilt by Barkas, and it will fall to Hadji, who keeps it in possession of Rangers. Tavernier lays it off to Aribo. Inside to Morelos. He's able to turn and shoot. It's blocked off by Ryan Christie, and it is a corner for Rangers. He's getting ever so closer, isn't he, Morelos, to that first goal in an Old Firm derby. I think it was Christie who blocked it. It was either Christie or Ayer. I thought it was Christie who was the one who blocked it in the end. No, it was Ayer. Both of them went to go and block the ball, Ayer and Christie, and it came off Ayer last. Tavernier to take. We know he's a provider. 14 assists in all competitions, 9 in the league. Can he make that double figures and make it 10 in the league? The crowd in the 6-yard box with a few outside the 6-yard box of Aribo, Morelos, Balogun who make inward runs. It's gone towards the near post. Good collection from Barkas. And he'll look to set Celtic away. Left-footed clearance with a strong kick towards Edouard. Will he bring it down? Oh, it's a great touch against Barisic, and he's been held completely back, and it will be a free kick for Celtic there as they can push up the pitch. Good hold play and forward play by Odsonne Edouard. If he scores a brace today, which is looking less likely as the game goes on, but he could be getting his 50th goal in the league. He's making his 89th appearance, got 48 goals so far, so a good goal-scoring record from the man signed from PSG. He made his 150th appearance in the week as well. And they beat Dundee 3-0. Couldn't score though. Sorry, he could score in the 75th minute as Barisic slides into tackle. I think that's Jeremy Frimpong for the throw-in. Should be taken by Turnbull. Gets into Christie. Backwards to Christopher Ayer. Now over to Near Bitten. Left-footed pass out wide left to Laxalt. With the yellow might of football is Callum McGregor. Inside to Griffiths. Lays it off to Laxalt. First time ball looking for Turnbull. Tackled by Kamara. It does fall to Morelos. It's now Hadji who's been forced backwards to Tavernier, and he's going to have to go back to his goalkeeper. And the pass is just about got there, and it's been cleared away, and it's going to be a free kick for McGregor as he was just caught late there by Lee Griffiths. As Griffiths and McGregor give each other a piece of their own mind. Yeah, just a little bit of a late challenge there by Griffiths. Nothing too much in it, if I'm going to be honest. 32 minutes to go, plus added on time. We're still deadlocked in the Old Firm derby. Just think of the difference fans would make. Obviously, I know it's not possible in the current climate of the world, but just one to think about. As Barisic has headed it on, not to Kent, but he's got it to Frimpong. And he's seen David Turnbull away on the right-hand side, the number 14. Can he keep it in? No, he can't, asking too much of the midfielder. And Balogun now has the ball in his hands, and I think he'll let Barisic take. But signed from Motherwell, David Turnbull, and he's been fantastic so far for Celtic. 3 goals, 2 assists in the league in 11 appearances. Made 5 for Motherwell as well this year before making the move. Bitten heads on as Rangers clear towards Odsonne Edouard, and Tavernier's held it on to Griffiths. Back heel to Edouard, gets a shot away. Great challenge from Balogun. Goldson clears, bounces off Ryan Christie, and it's an easy collection in the end for McGregor. Good little link-up play between the two strikers. Fell to Edouard in the end. Left-footed shot that could have caused danger, and it's a great challenge across by Balogun to stop a shot that could have caused danger for Alan McGregor. Tavernier down the line onto the head of Hadji, and it falls to Morelos, and that's gone out of play, out of bounds, and out for a throw-in for Celtic. For a goal, Rangers have the likes of Cedric Itten, Brandon Barker, Jermaine Defoe on the bench. Celtic have Alban Ajeti, El Yunusi, Tom Rogic. There's more attacking options. Locks out, long throw-in, cut out by Connor Goldson. It falls to Kamara, into Kent. Nice chest down and laid back off to Glenn Kamara. He's got Barisic making a slight overlapping run, which he will use, and then Kamara goes into space, but he will use Ryan Kent. He's just a little bit deeper. And he tries to take on Ryan Christie. And he just can't quite do so. Just has to pass it back to Stephen Davis, formerly of Southampton. He's played for 4 Premier League clubs in his time in the Premier League as Stephen Davis. Villa, Fulham and Southampton. So, sorry, 3 clubs, not the 4. Aribo out to Davis. Finds Barisic, who's still quite far forward. Tries to take on Frimpong. Is able to distribute to Glenn Kamara. Caught late by Christie, but the play's being continued as Aribo has it. They need to be a bit more deadly, Rangers, when they've got the ball in the midfield areas. And they've worked it to Hadji. Out to Morelos on the right in the box. He is. Works the space for a shot. It's blocked off. Goes back to him. Plays it forward, and it goes straight to Bitten, who can then distribute to Griffiths out wide left. And looks to get an attack going for Celtic. Strong tackle on Edouard by Aribo. It's seen as a foul. And a free kick for Celtic by the referee. We still search for the first goal in this Old Firm derby. Remember the last one ended 2-0, 2 Goldson goals. Edouard back on his feet. Thanks to anyone who is here. If you do like to subscribe, please do. That'd be fantastic. There is a Rangers Football Manager I'm currently doing. I'm not a Rangers fan or anything. If any Celtic fans are here and like, oh my days, I'm not. It's just that's the FM save I did in the end. and I would recommend watching it. It's getting really exciting, like I mentioned before. And I've got a second channel as well, linked in the description. I do gaming videos on there like Minecraft and Rocket League. Just keep it separate from the commentaries. Paul is here, the old firm. You are right, as it is Tavernier. Looks to send away Morelos, and he's been pulled down by Bitton. Is he the last man? It's a red card! Bobby Madden's give it. It's a debate if he was last man, but he's definitely stopped a clear goal scoring opportunity, and Bitton has been sent off in the Old Firm derby. Tavernier with a ball through, got in front of Bitton and pulled back by the centre-half. Morelos was away. It's a clear foul, and I think he's got to go for it. He's been sent off, Bitton. Sent off he has. It's his second red card into the Scottish Premiership. His last one came against Patrick Thistle, and he's got a second one today. And it's come in the Old Firm derby. That could change the whole aspect of the game for both Celtic and Rangers. I think it's definitely a red card. Obviously, there will be a debate if he was last man, but I don't think that matters because I think Morelos is away for a good chance to score. And after a fantastic game, both Bitton and Ayer have had as the two centre-backs. That's all gone to waste. He's been sent off. Tavernier gets the crossing. It's a great ball in, and how have they not scored? Cleared away by Christie, falls to McGregor, who's getting challenged by Tavernier. Good challenge by Tavernier. Keeps it for Rangers, and Davis helps it on down the line. Can Tavernier work a throw-in? Yes, he can. It's all changed in this game. What a ball by Tavernier. How's no one got on the end of it for Rangers? We've now got an Old Firm derby on our hands. This is what I've been waiting for. Davis with the ball. Back to Goldson. Thank you to everyone who's here, who's liked and subscribed. Everything, who's just here in general. Thank you very much. Barisic to Davis. Oh, is that to Kent? That's to Kent, sorry. Just played it backwards to Kamara. How the tables could turn so quickly in this game now. Kent. Just back to Kamara. Inside to Hadji, who's just drifted more centrally, and he's going to look out wide right, who has Tavernier in support. He's got Aribo with him. Tavernier just goes backwards. They know they have the upper hand in the game. Goldson to Hadji. We know he's got a wand of a left foot on him if he tries to get onto it. Just a simple pass to Stephen Davis. Hadji's back out wide with room, and he will play back towards him. I will. Set off. No, it doesn't matter. It's Aribo. Found down the byline. Can't keep it in. It's going to be a goal kick for Celtic as it just begins to snow outside my house. How nice. Everything's coming together. Shane Duffy being a bit criticised so far in his Celtic career. He's going to have to come on, and it's Griffiths who's being sacrificed. He's had a decent game, Lee Griffiths, but obviously due to the red card, he is having to be replaced. And I think he understands that as well. Lee Griffiths, I know him more for the fact that he scored 2 goals once against England in a 2-2 draw. I think it was in Euro qualifying, I think it was. And David Turnbull also being brought off for Mohamed El Yunusi. So 2 changes for Celtic in the end. The Norwegian enters the frame. 6 goals this year in the league. Hat-trick against Motherwell. They'll need his goals in this game if they want to get anything from it now with 10 men. As Frimpong battles, and he can't keep it away from Davis. Hadji first time ball to Aribo, who brings it forward and finds the gap where Morelos is down the right hand side. Duffy's coming over to try and stop him. He's right in the corner flag, can't take him on. Throw in given, good challenge by Duffy. Duffy's got a decent goal scoring record so far, 3 goals in the league. Not played in the last 3, but he is now. Aribo tries to back heel it towards Hadji on the edge of the box. Good challenge by El Yunusi, works it away from Sorrow. Good tackle by Davis, does fall to Christie, and El Yunusi can bring it away. Tries to play it forward towards Edouard, good interception by Balogun. And it's now Aribo to Davis. And this game is really starting to spark. Tavernier inside to Stephen Davis. Kamara to Kent, now to Barisic. Kent's making a run off the ball. Decides to try and find him, good interception by Christie. We're not going to have a goal-scoring game. The highest goal-scoring game Rangers have had in terms of more of a favourable result was 5-1 back in 2000. Celtic's biggest win was 7-1 against Rangers back in 1957. We're not going to have a game like that, but we still could have a goal. Aribo can't flick it on from a Kent cross, and it's cleared away, and Edouard holds it up. Christie's away on the right. He can't quite feed him. Good interception by Balogun. And Davis just forces it back to his goalkeeper, and he had to watch that. Look at this, great streams going great. Game starting to fire up a little bit, snowing outside. It's what you call a January derby. Come on, let's have a goal. Imagine, I'm waiting for late drama in this game. Kamara has it. I'm going to turn on my light in a second. I need to get some lighting for this, actually. As a stream, I need to get some lighting, and might have to purchase one soon. As Morelos drops deep for the ball. Gives it back to Barisic. Now Kent, a little chop, going inside. Dinks ball with his right boot to Tavernier, touched and passed to Davis. Takes his time. Tavernier, the tables have turned in the game. It's all Rangers now. Tavernier gets away from Elyounoussi. Strong tackle from Laxalt. Oh, the referee sees it as a free kick right on the edge of the box. Let's have a look. Who actually committed the foul? Was it Elyounoussi or Laxalt? Because they both kind of sandwiched him. I think they see it as a bit of both, actually, the referee there, Bobby Madden. Last time he did, like I said, the last time he reffed the Old Firm was back in 2019, where it ended 2-0 to Celtic at Ibrox. I don't think it'll be the same here. Barisic and Tavernier over it. This is a great angle for a free kick, just on the right-hand side of the box. It is around, what would you say, 24, 25 yards out for Barisic. I think he's the one taking it. It's more favourable for a left-footed player. 1 goal so far this season. He's not scored yet in an Old Firm. Will that change now? It's a great chance for Barisic. Can he score? Number 31. Oh, it's just wide of the post. I think deflects off a man in the Celtic wall, and it goes out for a corner. I do understand as well that it did deflect quite heavily, actually. I do understand that Barisic's number is wrong on the lineups. I just made an error. I do apologise. Tavernier to take the corner. It's going to be an outswinging ball. 10 people in here. If you haven't liked, please do. As the linesman just stands over the ball. Referee's just discussing Goldson and Ayer. Just a bit of argy-bargy in the box. As the ball's going to be crossed in by Tavernier towards the near post. And I think that's an own goal from Callum McGregor. And Rangers take the lead in the Old Firm derby. I don't know if it was an own goal or an Aribo header. I couldn't quite see. But I think Rangers fans only care that they've put the ball in the back of the net. And it's Rangers 1, Celtic 0, 11 versus 10. And it's really starting to show now. That extra man as Celtic, who've probably been the better team throughout the game, but that red card has changed everything. Tavernier crosses, comes off the head of Callum McGregor, the captain, and it's an own goal in the Old Firm derby. And that could be the difference. It comes off Aribo, then off the elbow, I think, of McGregor. Let's have a look again. So Aribo helps it on, and then I think comes off the elbow of McGregor towards the far post. Barkas in the Celtic goal couldn't avoid it from going in. Rangers celebrate, and this could be the big goal that could change the title from Celtic to Rangers. After a long 9 years of seeing Celtic win it back to back, that could all be changed this year as Rangers take the lead. Callum McGregor own goal, and wow. How a red card can change a game. Celtic were definitely the better team, and that red card, the last 5-10 minutes, have just changed everything. The whole complexity. And Rangers already have the ball back with James Tavernier. Laying it into Aribo now. Back to Connor Goldson. And we have lift-off in the Old Firm derby. This means also Celtic just have to go for it a little bit more. I think it's unfortunate the way it's happened, the fact that it's an own goal, because Celtic have been good today. Ayer and Bitton were on track for my man of the matches, both of them, both centre-backs, and then one loop ball around the corner by Tavernier, caught Bitton out, and he's just had to take down Morelos, and, you know, that's the difference, because it happened in the Benfica game. I think it was Kent who got took down against Otamendi with a ball over the top, and the Rangers player got there ahead of the defender, and he had to take him down and got red-carded. So, you know, they do it often, and it's happened again in the biggest game of the season. Ball from Ayer goes to Tavernier, brings it down and gets it over Laxalt and gets taken down by the Uruguayan fullback. And I think that should be a booking, really, for for Laxalt. Double change again for Celtic. Scott Brown and Abd El-Hamed is going to be coming on. We're interested in who he brings off here. Scott Brown, it's what we love about the old firm. He hasn't got many left. Scott Brown now coming to the age of 35. 46th old firm it will be. Only the one red card, though, in the fixture. Been in the club since 2007. Ryan Christie comes off. And Ishmael Soro also is replaced. I wouldn't really call them attacking changes. Centre-back comes on. El-Hamed. I know he can play other places. I know he can play holding midfield as well. El-Hamed, which I'm presuming that's where he'll play. Abd El-Hamed. Barisic has it though for Rangers, so we do get back underway. Ayer heads it forward to Scott Brown. He just nods it down to El-Hamed, and I think they've gone to a back three. They have. Celtic have gone to a back three. So I'm presuming it's going to be like a 3-4-1-2, maybe something like that. 4-3-4-2. Because obviously they've not got 11 men. Ball down the line, searching for Odson. Edouard Balogun intercepts and gets into Davis, who just goes backwards to his goalkeeper McGregor, as Rangers now have confirmed. What am I trying to say? It's Felt Elyounoussi decides to shoot off the roof of the goal, as I couldn't get my words out. Elyounoussi nearly left me speechless. That would have been an absolute rocket of a strike from the former Southampton man. Poor defending. Goldson was magneted to Edouard, had room to strike, and that would have been a beauty just over the bar. Like we're saying, Rangers now have more domination in the game because of the 10 men and they've got the lead. Before the red card, Celtic were the much better team, and that red card literally in 10 minutes changed the whole game. And it's unfortunate for Celtic fans. They'll really feel hard done by as Duffy heads it on to McGregor, the man who scored the own goal. His touch is too heavy and he falls to Kent, and that's a big challenge from Duffy. It's dangerous, and it's going to be a booking for Shane Duffy as the Rangers fans. As the Rangers players look to try and get at him. Bit of pushing. The referee holds back Morelos as the yellow card's out for Shane Duffy, and here comes the old firm stuff we love to see. Bit of pushing, a bit of messing about. Kamara's going after McGregor. Scott Brown's just trying to break it all up. Balogun's there as well. Everyone's getting involved. Linesman's even getting involved. I'm joking. He's just standing outside the huddle. Yeah, it's a yellow card for Duffy. It's a dangerous one on Kent. He's stopping him getting forward. That's a really bad challenge. That is really bad. Morelos in there on Scott Brown. Caught his face, but obviously it doesn't really matter to him. Then Kamara and Ayer went at it each other. Then McGregor got involved, and it's all simmered down now. Shane Duffy's second booking of the season. Morelos with a bit of a smile on his face. He knows what he's doing. Yellow card for him as well, involved in that. 5th yellow card of the season. Not a red though. Yeah, he's had 2 reds in the old firms. Another booking's gone out, I think, to McGregor, I'm presuming. Yeah, it has been to McGregor, the captain. Was captain, but obviously Scott Brown's come on now. The own goal scorer, but I think the referee Bobby Madden's is dealt with that well. Tavernier with a free kick gets the cross in, headed away, but only as far as Joe Aribo in the box from Celtic. Works onto his left foot. Can he get a strike away? He can, but it's deflected. Still in the box towards Morelos. Frimpong puts his body on the line, can't quite work it away. Morelos tries to work it towards Aribo down the right hand side. It's been cut out by Elyounoussi. His touch is too heavy and cleared away by Rangers, and it's Hadji to chase, and he can't quite keep it in, and towards the corner flag. It is a Celtic throw-in. I'm going to quickly run and turn my light on. Sorry about this. But if you don't want to stay behind, just for like 10 minutes after the game and have a look at the shirts I bought at half time again in a bit more detail, you're more than welcome to. Bought 5 shirts, £88 it was. And I saved, they were all on offer, like 16, 17, 18 quid. So when I got to checkout, it said you've saved £266. I was like, fantastic. This is a new one I bought as well. £10 off Amazon. That's when the £20 gift cards come in handy. I'm literally trying to collect all the 2019-2020 Napoli shirts because I've got one in the mystery box. I got this one from Amazon, £10. I got the home one for £10 as well off Amazon. I've got a goalkeeper one here as well. I'm collecting them all. I thought I might as well do the whole lot. But Morelos has been substituted for Cedric Itten. I'm presuming the yellow cards had a bit of a say in that. So Morelos goes another Old Firm without a goal. That's now 14. But I think if the team get 3 points, I don't think he'll be too bothered. But here is Itten. Good hold-up play with the chest. Gets it down to Hadji, the number 7, trying to work his way into getting a cross. And he does get a right-footed cross in. Too heavy. No one's on the opposite side for Rangers. Out for a throw-in. And it'll be McGregor to take. That red card literally changed everything. If you're not subscribed, please do. More Scottish Scottish football commentaries will be coming soon when the right game comes along. The next one, more likely, the next commentary is going to be Aston Villa Liverpool on Friday in the FA Cup. Remember that game ended 7-2 in the league. It is at Villa Park as well, so will we see something similar as a foul's been given against McGregor? I think he almost flipped there as he went for a challenge aerially. It's Ayer to take. He's been great at the back for Celtic. Again, that red card just literally changed everyone's performance. I said before, Bitten and Ayer were my man of the matches before the red card for Celtic. Locks out down the line, cut out by Tavernier, but falls straight back to the Uruguayan. Heavy touch again, and Davis can get there and send it down the line to Itten, who holds it up against Duffy. Who has to be careful on the yellow card. Tackled by Elyounoussi, who came to help Shane Duffy, and it's Celtic with the ball. Can we get a bit of late drama in the Old Firm derby? El Hamid on the ball to Frimpong as Celtic have gone to a 3 at the back. He goes inside, brought down by Borna Barisic. It's going to be a free kick for Celtic. Such a rich history these two sides have. 119 trophies for Rangers, 111 for Celtic. 422 meetings this is now with this one. You know, it's just 163 Rangers wins, 99 draws, 159 Celtic wins. The first ever meeting between these two sides is in 1888, and that was 5-2 to Celtic in their first ever game as a club. First ever game. They were founded in 87, first game in 88. And here's a ball towards the back post, too much on it, out for a goal kick for Alan McGregor. You know, ended 5-2, 28th of the 5th, 1888. Only 2,000 in attendance for Celtic's first ever game in the history. That's what it says anyway. Could be wrong, but from my research, that is what it is. And you know, it's just big games all round when it comes to the Old Firm. No matter what league you're in, who you support, the Old Firm's always a good one to watch. Maybe not this one, not the classic that we were looking for, but it still had a red card, an own goal, chances, top saves, and hopefully much more in the last 10 minutes as Kent wins a throw-in off El Hamid. Been in the job now for quite a few years. Neil Lennon, 325 games. Now 326. 231 wins. Might be 53rd loss as the manager. Scott Brown, who's clear from the throw-in. Aribo, can he get there ahead of Elyounoussi? Can he? Heads it on, but Scott Brown gets there first with a header. Gets the locks out. Now Duffy, it's a poor ball straight to Kent on the edge of the box. He's now in the box on the right foot. He strikes it. Good recovery from Shane Duffy as he gets ahead of the ball and gets the block in. But that's really poor from the Brighton defender. Won the Brighton Player of the Year 2 years on the trot, and he's just really struggled this year. Shipped out on loan by Brighton by Graham Potter, and not the greatest of stats to his Celtic career, despite scoring a few goals here and there. Nearly give away a goal there for Ryan Kent, who's still looking for a goal. No goal in his last 6 games for Ryan Kent. Here's Itten, tries to get it to Barisic. Good strong tackle there by Scott Brown as the throw-in goes Rangers' way, as they can't get it out their own half currently. Celtic. Still Tottenham 3, Leeds 0. At Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as they jump to 3rd. Borna Barisic to take the throw-in. It's 15 Croatian caps, 1 goal. As McGregor's got a slice clearance there. It falls to Hadji. It's now Itten on the edge. Decides to sprint and shoot. It's over the bar. I think it was Always Rising. Unlucky from Cedric Itten. From the throw-in and that corner, they just try to get it away, Celtic. And by the time they got a chance to clear, it was McGregor who sliced it. And then on the turn, Itten decided to shoot. Always Rising. Not too far away. But I think Itten will hope to do a bit better with his next chance. And he's got the ball here. Hooks over his head and searches for an on-running Hadji. Laxalt gets there first. His clearance has gone straight off the head of Aribo. And Duffy heads on to McGregor, who lays it off to Ayer. Now over to Al Hamid, who lets the ball just run across his body and lays it off to Frimpong. He looks to do the same and get beyond Barisic. But the ball's gone out of play and it will be throwing for Rangers. It looks like they're going to make their final change. With number 18, Tom Rogic, the Australian. You'll have to wait though, as McGregor's now got the ball for Rangers. Cleared forward towards Itten. Goes over both his and Ayer's head. And Ayer will get there on the follow-up and he will get it to Barkas. Left-footed clearance. Out wide left towards El Yunusi. Again, too much on it and it will be a throw-in for Rangers towards the halfway line where Nick Walsh, the fourth official for today, is literally right next to the throw-in taker to James Tavernier. Throws it down the line towards Itten, headed on by Shane Duffy and helped on towards Odsonne Edouard, headed by Goldson, looped in the air, but Edouard can take over and Davis and Kamara between them can get rid of it, but not for long as El Yunusi gets it and it's a strong tackle from Tavernier and Rangers have it back with Itten, who tries to hold it up. Strong tackle from Laxalt. And he's been challenged and fouled, says the referee, by Laxalt. Well, by Itten. Laxalt got challenged by Itten. And it's a free kick, says the referee. I'm just saying, McGregor's the one who's just been who's been subbed off, right? Callum McGregor. He's 27, right? He's been at the club since 2001. He looks so much older than 27. No disrespect to him, he's a quality player, but he looks a lot older than 27 as he is replaced by Tom Rogic. Ball long, headed on by Duffy, cleared away by Connor Goldson. Straight to, I think that is Rogic actually, who headed it on to Davis in the Rangers colours. And then Barisic dinks it forward looking for Itten. Scott Brown intercepts. Shane Duffy, Rogic. Now El Hamid looks to bring it down the right hand side. Looks to set away Jeremy Frimpong. He has the pace to not quite get there. Barisic can see out for a goal kick for Rangers. Neil Lennon not looking too impressed. Conceding his second 173rd goal as a manager for Celtic. He has scored 737 though, to be fair. Gerrard, though, his 9th game against Celtic, is looking like he's going to pick up his 5th win. Because it's currently 50-50 on wins and losses. 4 wins, 4 losses. As Celtic nearly give the ball away. But Ayer comes out of it in the end and can bring it forward as he surpasses Itten. And gets it towards Rogic, intercepted by Kamara. But thankfully for him, falls straight back to him. After a poor pass. And it's now Frimpong. Tries to go inside towards Rogic. Poor misplaced ball. And it's Stephen Davis who can just dink it towards Itten. Can't hold it up. And Laxalt can hook away. Goldson meets it with a header. Scott Brown also meets it with a header of his own and falls to Rogic. Tries to bring it away from the Rangers midfield and can't quite do so with Kamara picking it up. And it back off to Balogun. Now forward towards Ryan Kent. Can't quite head it on, but it does fall to Davis towards Itten. Can't quite keep it under control, but the clearance from Celtic has gone long and far and wide. There'll be a throw-in for Tavernier on his right-hand side inside his own half. Still 3-0, Tottenham versus Leeds. Change for Rangers as well. Ryan Kent will be replaced by Bajani Zungu. How do you say it? Bajani? Don't know how I say it. He's South African and he's coming on from Ryan Kent. It's a bit more of a defensive change, that. A bit more of a defensive midfielder. Zungu. No starts yet in a Rangers shirt as Brandon Barker puts back on his training top as it looks like he was maybe getting ready to come back on. As El Yunusi's got away with it. He's got away from Zungu and Kamara. Big challenge from Kamara. and Aribo will come away with it, but advantage has been pulled back as I think Kamara fouled him a first time and then got the ball after a second challenge. So the referee sees it as a foul and he's pulled it back. El Yunusi, some good challenging, and this is dangerous. El Yunusi with the free kick. It's a high line from Rangers, about 5 yards ahead of this 18-yard box. Gets a cross in. It's a nice one, but Duffy can't quite challenge it. And it's headed away, and Davis can just hoof it clear straight into the Celtic half, where Barkas was late off to his right to Jeremy Frimpong. Can we get late drama in the Old Firm derby? Scott Brown has it. Works it back over to Jeremy Frimpong. He knows what the Old Firm derbies are about. Scott Brown, he needs to bring that biting energy into the last few minutes of this game. Ayer on the right-hand side in the Rangers half, holding up against Barisic. Strong challenging from the full-back, and it's gone the other way. They've seen that as a foul on Ayer by Barisic, and it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be lofted in, and it's going to be a good chance here for Celtic to maybe nick a goal. 50 years on from the Ibrox disaster where 67 people were killed. But can Rangers supply 3 points on what is usually a day of mourning? They've cleared away the first free kick. It's gone straight back out though to El Yunusi. Frimpong on the halfway line. He has to keep the ball for Celtic because he's pretty much the last man. Gets it away from Davis and down the line to Ayer. Onside he is, and Barisic is being fouled by Ayer as he slid in just trying to keep the ball alive for Celtic. He's able to not get there and gives away a foul just outside the box. Yeah, clear foul. Just on the left-hand side of the box is the foul. But Ayer can hold his head up. He's been all right. I know the red cards kind of threw off the whole Celtic defence, but before that red card, he was seriously keeping Morelos, Ruth, Kent and Hadji, when whoever was on at the time, he was keeping them quiet. I feel quite bad for him that his centre-back partner did get sent off in the end. Because he also was having a good game, Bitton, who got sent off after a last-man challenge against Alfredo Morelos. Cleared away by McGregor, helped on by Itten, cleared away by Celtic, and Edouard can chase against Balogun. Balogun does get the header and the clearance. Comes off, I think, Frimpong last. And it's a throw-in for Celtic, so he must have come off maybe Barisic last as they both challenge for the ball right on the on the white line. Throw-in. El Hamid to take into Rogic, back to El Hamid, and it's Aribo with the challenge. It's going to be another throw-in for Celtic. If I'm saying that right, if I'm saying that wrong, let me know. I think it's El Hamid. El Hamid or Hamid? I think it's El Hamid. I don't know. I tried to check before the game, and there wasn't much being said. Throw-in being taken, though, by him to Edouard. Lays it off to Tom Rogic on the edge of the box. Decides to shoot. Has it deflected? I think it has. I can say that was an awful strike, a bit of a waste really, but he's been saved by a deflection that I think it's took off Itten. Must have come off Itten, yep. Corner kick. We're about to hit the 90th minute. Could we get late drama? El Yunusi placing it quite far ahead of the white line they've got. I think the referee's actually going to speak about it actually. Fair enough by the ref, I didn't think he'd notice it. Yeah, now a little bit of the ball is on that white line. He's literally placing it right in front of it. One arm in the air. He gets the cross in. It's helped onto the box and cleared away by Rangers. It's going to fall to Frimpong at the halfway line. It's quite poor, actually, that corner. Low, bounced. It wasn't really good. Saved, really, by whoever got that flick on in the end, who kind of tried to save it. His lax out. Helps it forward. Duffy puts his head where it hurts. Tries to flick it on towards Edouard, but Goldson, the one who gets there. Cleared away by McGregor in the end, and Laxalt will go for the header against Davis. Goes over both of them, and the Uruguayan just overhead kicks that to Scott Brown, who controls it and gets it out wide to El Hamid. Down the line to Frimpong. Challenged by Barisic, who now has it for Rangers, who's just using his body to keep the young fullback away. Good challenge, though, from Frimpong to get the ball back. Scott Brown down the line, loses the ball. Aribo now can help it out for Rangers. He's been brought down in the end. And it's a foul against Joe Aribo on the halfway line on the far left-hand side for Rangers. As it looks like 4 minutes added on. We've played 1 minute and 15 of it. Red card for Tottenham in the end. Matt Doherty, the man who's been sent off. 92nd minute and the game's now over, so it ends 3-0 anyway. So the next commentary on the channel is on Friday. Next Friday, that is, on the 8th, Aston Villa versus Liverpool. That is the scheduled commentary as it is. It could change. Just keep an eye on the channel if anything does. As Aribo's winning that free kick is the last thing he does in the game, as he's been replaced by Brandon Barker for the last 2 minutes of the game. Down the line, and it's been cleared away by Celtic. Headed on by Barisic. Brandon Barker tries to keep it out. Can't quite do so. It's going to be a throw-in for Celtic. Thrown towards Rogic. Goes over Kamara. Rogic has been tackled, but it goes straight to Scott Brown. Works it to Laxalt in the Celtic half. He sends it into the Rangers half with a long ball. Duffy heads it down to El Yunusi. Nice little bit of skill there from El Yunusi, but the pass wasn't there. And Tavernier can work it to Davis. Dink down the line towards Cedric Itten, and he's away. Ah, yeah, great tackle getting across. And he's conceded the throw-in, much to his disgust. I don't think he was happy with that decision. I think he should have. I think he thought it should have gone the other way. Gerrard looks to be turning that 50-50 record against Celtic to a positive one. It's looking like it's going to be 5 wins and 4 defeats against Celtic. Played against them twice as a player and didn't win. Drew and lost in 2002-2003 Champions League campaign when he played Celtic with Liverpool. Zungu helps it on to Itten. Laxalt wins the head and Rogic helps it over to the right-hand side to Celtic. They've got 45 seconds to get a late equaliser at the Old Firm derby at the Ibrox. It's now Scott Brown. Over to Laxalt. They're stuck in their own half. They're not anymore. Dink ball towards Duffy. Heads it on towards Edouard. Falls to Tavernier. His header goes straight to El Yunusi. And Scott Brown wins it. El Yunusi, he's away. He helps it through to Edouard. In the box. Great tackle from Galton. And I think that was it for Celtic. Cleared away towards Itten, who helps it on to Hadji. Gets it past Ayer. Helps it on to Itten. Can he get there ahead of El Hamid? No, he can't. Attack's being stopped and he's just had to kick it out for a throw-in. And I think with 10 seconds to go, they're right deep in the Celtic half. And I think that's it. I think it'll end Rangers 1, Celtic 0. We've played the 4 minutes. The full-time whistle will go very soon. That was so close for Celtic at the end. Things just didn't quite click for them in the final third. And it looks like an 18th clean sheet for Rangers. Celtic try and get it out of their own half. They can't. It's another throw-in for Rangers. El Yunusi cleared. It was just a bit hurried. And it was sliced as Rangers have won the Old Firm derby. The first one in 2021. They've currently done the double over their fierce rivals so far in the league this year. They're now 19 points ahead of their rivals. Could this be the game where we look back on and go, this was the game they sealed their first title since the 2010-2011 season? It's been an uphill battle for Rangers since then, when being relegated to the 4th tier of Scottish football. They've made their way back into the top tier. They're now challenging for titles and in Europe. And it looks like this 2020-21 season for Rangers could be the best in their history. As Scott Brown talks to the referee, it does end Rangers 1, Celtic 0, and misery is compiled for Celtic. Ayer isn't happy as well with the officials. He had a good game for Celtic before that red card. That's what it was. First half was all Celtic. Rangers struggled to get a grip of the game. And then the second half, it was similar. Both teams asking for some chances, and then the red card for Bitton for Celtic. I think it was around the hour mark. It was the 62nd minute. He was sent off after Morelos was sent away by Tavernier and got ahead of his man, pulled down, last man challenge, red card, it deserved. And then 8 minutes later, 70th minute corner, I think just flicked on by Aribo, came off the elbow of Callum McGregor in for an own goal at the far post, and that was the difference in the derby. It's a big, big, big win for Celtic. I mean, for Rangers and for Celtic, yes, they have 3 games in hand, and if they win all 3 games, then the gap will go from 19 points to 10. But to make up 10 points, that means Rangers have to drop points, lose 3 and draw 1. Is that going to happen this season? Are they even going to lose this season? That's going to be the main question. I think that's it for. I personally think this is it. I think Rangers have done it. Personally, I genuinely do. I think this is Rangers to lose now. I think they've definitely won the league. 62 points, 20 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses. It's the form of champions. It's what they're made to do under Gerrard, and it looks like they're going to be ending that 10 in a row for Celtic and bringing one home for the first time in 10 years. The last championship win, or last Premiership win, came under Walter Smith, who's actually in the stands for the game today. They won with 93 points, and then from then, Celtic won every single championship. And Neil Lennon is going to be the manager who has to concede that. He was the last manager to concede a title to Rangers as well. He was the manager when they won the league under Walter Smith with 93 points. Celtic finished the season with 92 points. And I think it's Rangers' league to lose, that's for sure. Great commentary. My next one should be on the 8th of January, Friday night, 7:45. So the stream will start about 7:30. It is Aston Villa versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. So make sure you're there for that. And then commentaries after that, I'm not too sure. I'll have to schedule because I should be going back into school. So, time and all that. Just have to see what I can what I'm able to do. On the schedule, 19 points clear. That is right. And you're in the Europa League still. Celtic aren't. And I think that is it now. I think that is definitely Rangers' title to lose. I think they've won it. I definitely think they have won it. But Rangers, they go 4 wins ahead of Celtic in terms of a head-to-head. That was their 164th win in their 422nd meeting. We did avoid a 100th Old Firm draw. They're currently still on 99. It was only 1-0. It was an own goal. Was it the best of Old Firms? No. Is it the best one? We'll see. Definitely not. But in the end, that last half an hour after that red card, the game really did spin on its head. And in the end, it was a decent game, to be fair. It was a decent game. But other than that, I hope you liked and subscribe. I've got a Rangers Football Manager series currently going on. It is currently so exciting that you need to check that out. That Rangers Football Manager, especially the next 3 episodes, including the one I've just uploaded. Those 4 episodes, the one I've uploaded in the next 3 are honestly insane. You've got to watch them. I'm not just saying that because of my series. You've got to watch them. They're that exciting. Second channel where I'm doing Minecraft and some Rocket League will be coming on that channel very soon. It's in the description as well. Make sure to subscribe. Other than that, I'm done here. I hope you enjoyed. Rangers walk away with the 3 points on such a day of what would be usually mourning after the Ibrox disaster. Those 67 people who were killed in that tragedy. They have been rewarded with 3 points on the Old Firm derby, and it's that big step closer to Rangers winning their first league title in 10 years.